What's up, guys? We are here back at FFC Studios. Today we have a special treat for you guys. I know somebody's coming from all the way in the Palm Desert area, Palm Springs area.
Yep.
You know, you guys already know and have seen Dirty Boys Club coming out all over social media. And, of course, today, Mr. Hugo, he actually came out to the studio and, not only did he come pick up his corp and getting his trademark done and everything, but he's here to share with you guys a little bit about what he has going on. I know you've been big on social media, so a lot of people have been asking different questions and things about you, So, again, more than anything else, thank you for coming out today. I know it was a good drive for you. It was a good drive for you.
Long drive because Coachella.
Yeah.
I was in Coachella yesterday.
How was that, man?
It was my first time being in Coachella, so we got back hella late. So I only got 3 hours of sleep, and then in the morning, I was like, my mom told me, she was like, "You're not gonna make it there in time if you go later." So I was like, I had to wake up at 5.
Damn. Hey, well, we appreciate you coming out, man, making the drive. I know we could have done all this remotely, but I appreciate you coming out.
Yeah, bro, of course.
Wanted to meet you as well, and I know people have been asking all types of questions, so they definitely wanted to get to know more about you. But
yeah, for sure.
thank you for coming, and why don't you tell the people a little bit about yourself, man? A little background, a little bio. I know I've seen on YouTube they call you Papi Chulo, and we got a little bit of different variations of you. But why don't you tell the people a little bit about you, what you've been having going on, and how this all came to be that you're here today with us?
Yeah, so I started social media like right when COVID started. So COVID started, and I was like, all right, what am I going to do now? Like, I got so much free time now, so might as well do something,
We're all stuck at home, huh?
Yeah, and I was like, I'm not going to go to college, you feel me? Like, ever since school, I already knew, like, I wasn't going to go to college. I always wanted to do something creative. So I always wanted to be creative. I wanted to put something out into the world, something new. So I always wanted to do something different than what everybody else was doing. And at first, everybody would make fun of me, like, doing social media because no one would, like, understand it back then. So I was like, I didn't really care, though, I was just, like, doing my own thing. I was just doing what I love to do. So.
What high school did you go
to? Palm Springs High School.
Palm Springs High School. Oh, man. So there's going to be some people watching this from Palm Springs High. Damn. You still kick it with any of the friends from back then, or?
Nah. I mean, I still kick it with my homie that I met in high school, Danny Looks.
Danny, hey, shout out to the homie Danny.
Shout out Danny. I still kick it with him. He's the only one I really kicked it. So we're still good friends.
Nice.
Yeah.
And what kind of YouTube were you doing back then that like people just didn't have an idea?
I didn't really do YouTube. I just did it for fun, like when I was bored. I still have like a couple videos up, but I'm gonna try to do YouTube more too. I'm trying to expand everything.
What did you start with? What kind of videos were you up to, or like what?
I started doing.
'Cause I saw some interviews and all that stuff.
You did? Oh, what the heck?
I saw some old school videos.
Yeah, I started doing Instagram, then I went on TikTok, and then I did a little bit of YouTube, and then I was like, I kind of got tired of it, so I was like, I'm gonna just try to do, because my homie Danny, he was doing music, and he was like, bro, you should do music. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna try to do it. I never done music in my life, so I was like, I'm gonna just try. And that's when I released my first album. And yeah.
What was the album called?
Dirty in My System.
Okay. And where can people hear it? Where can they find it? I know there's a lot of people here that know you, but
yeah, you can find it on any platform: Apple Music, Spotify, like all the big platforms, YouTube.
Okay. Yeah. Make sure you check out the bio. We're gonna have it down here below. You guys can check it out. That's sick.
And then after that, I was like, all right, I want to be more creative. Because I started on TikTok, I was like always posting fits and all that, and people would like me for my fits. But I was trying to monetize that. So I was like, what can I do to monetize this? So that's when I was like, all right, I'm going to make my own brand. So that's why I started Dirty Boys Club.
Well, that's sick. No, that's sick. When you mean people knew you for your fits, like, were you always just wearing all types of crazy stuff?
Yeah, like, I would just bring something new to the game, like, everyone was like dressing like everyone was dressing like the, how do I say, like the cholo style. Everyone was dressing like that, but I brought it to make it more like how do I say, I don't know, I just brought like the like the shining belt, like the BB belt. I brought that and mixed it with like that cholo type of style.
Oh, okay. I saw a lot of different kind of colorful stuff too.
Yeah, I like to be like really colorful with my outfits as well. I try to bring a lot of color into it. That's why at Dirty Boys Club, I'm gonna make it like something more colorful, cause I grew up in the 2000s era, you know, like 2000s before like the iPhone came out. You know what I mean? So I grew like before the iPhone came out. So back then, like I don't know if you knew, but like, I don't know if you noticed this, but back then everything was much more colorful. Like right now, everything is like modernized and like gray, dark, and a bunch of people are dressing like just with dark colors. But me, I get all my inspiration from when I was growing up. My childhood, everything was much more colorful. When I would go to the mall, everything would be colorful. Go out, everything would be colorful. Everything was more like cool back then. I feel like they took that out in today's era where everything's modernized, everything's just simple, gray. So that's why I'm trying to make my brand more like colorful, more like a feeling like when you buy something, you feel like you're back in that era. You get me?
I know, that's sick.
I think it's called also like Y2K.
Yeah.
Like Y2K.
Thousands era.
Yeah, thousands era. So I'm trying to incorporate that into my brand. Cause that's the time I was growing up, and I get most of my inspiration from the 2000s.
How was it growing up for you, man?
It was
Was
cool.
life really good? What was it like growing up over there in Palm Springs?
It's cool. Like I really enjoyed my childhood. Like just kicking in with my mom. And yeah, everything was cool when you're a kid. You know, I would just play like Nintendo. You get me? Cause I didn't have a phone.
Out all day.
I didn't have a phone. I didn't have a phone or anything till I was like 13, 14. And then, but back like before, it was just Nintendo, action figures, TV, movies. You know, so I feel like people really bonded more back then too.
Yeah.
Like now, everything is just like weird. Everything is just through the phone. There's more interactions back then.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Were you more of like an outdoor person, indoor person?
Yeah, both. I would like to go to the park. I would play soccer a lot too.
Oh, you played soccer before?
Yeah.
Okay.
I love to play soccer. Like we would go on tournaments. That was like my childhood too. Just
back in
soccer.
Palm Springs?
Yeah.
Okay. We gotta check him out. We gotta check him out. We gotta see if that's if he's good. He's good. I play soccer too, so we always play soccer every week, 3 times a week.
Yeah, I would play with my dad, like, cause we would have practice like every time after school, and he would be the coach. My dad would coach me, cause he would always coach everybody. He would coach. He started coaching his brothers, and then he started coaching like his cousins and all that.
That's guaranteed game time there when your dad's the coach.
So he would always try to make me better, cause I wasn't that good.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a big part of my childhood playing soccer. I miss it too.
You don't play anymore?
No, I don't play anymore.
By choice?
I play with the homies. Like whenever they want to go kick the ball around, I'll just go with them. We'll play soccer. And then I reminisce to the old days.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's sick. No. And I mean, how is life over there in Palm Springs? Because I know somebody like you that does music, that doing brands and stuff. Usually people come out to like LA, to New York to build and scale these kind of businesses because, you know, that's where everything is.
Yeah, that's why I be in LA like almost. I try to come to LA a lot. I like LA is just like, there's a lot more stuff to do here. In Palm Springs, like I feel like I've already done everything. Like it's not something new that I've not seen before there. You get me? Like growing up in Palm Springs is like little. It's not as big in like culture as LA is, you know?
True.
Like LA got a lot of culture to it. That's why I like coming to LA, experience a little bit of that culture.
True.
LA got a lot of culture. But Palm Springs is cool. It's just chill. It's like a cool spot.
I'm sure everybody knows everybody there, huh?
Yeah, everybody knows everybody there.
Man, when you date one girl over there, it's over.
Yeah.
Everybody knows.
Yeah.
No, that's
exactly.
Oh man. Well, hey, well, if she's watching or whoever, shout out. But no, that's cool. And what I mean, I know you've been more on the creative side lately and stuff. What inspired all this, man? I mean, what did you never want to work for somebody, or how did you come to
Yeah,
be
I
like
told
your own?
myself since I was little, I was like, I don't want to work for anybody.
Mhm,
I want to be my own boss. Make sure I'm not like messing, not like fucking myself over.
mhm,
Like I know whatever I'm putting in is what I'm getting out. You
mhm.
get me?
Yeah.
I'm always gonna be my own boss. Like I always want to be my own boss.
Mm,
That's why, like I said earlier, I didn't want to go to college. I wanted to just build something from the ground up with
mm,
my bare hands.
mhm.
Yeah,
No, because I asked because I know there's a lot of people watching this that are probably in a similar boat. They're in their younger, their early teens or maybe mid teens, and they don't know where to go, what direction to take. Everybody always says, or at least for me, even growing up,
yeah.
go to school, get good grades,
That's what my dad
you'll
says
get
all
a
the
good
time.
job, and you'll be set in life. But
Yeah, it's not. It's cause like it's not like that no more. I
mm,
mean, for some people, it is like if you want to be a doctor or a
mm,
lawyer,
mm,
you gotta go to school.
mm,
You gotta go like. But if you're trying to do something like creative, you're trying to build something
mm.
new, then I feel like it's not really for you.
Yeah.
Or if it's something that you could just learn on YouTube and
Mm,
just learn from there.
mm,
Cause I was originally gonna go to college for videography. Cause
okay.
I used to do a lot of videography too.
Mm,
That's why I know how to be creative and like what I want to do for like music videos.
mm,
Cause I already have that creative like videography like mindset. So
got it.
whenever I'm working with like a video director, I
Yeah.
already know what kind of shots I'm looking for. Cause I used to be like a videographer.
Wow.
I used to edit videos back
Yeah.
then. So I already know like what kind of shots I'm looking for. So
Mm,
like I kind of guide the videographer on what I kind of want.
mm. Yeah, I know. And YouTube actually has been a school for a lot of people in different
Yeah.
fields. I mean, did you learn a lot through YouTube as well, or how
Yeah.
did how did you come about like learning how to do videography? Is it just from the school or?
No, out through YouTube,
Mm,
watching like a bunch of tutorials and all that.
mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, we definitely live in a world of information. I know a lot of people that are watching this. That sometimes they want to go down different paths and they don't even know where to go. What are
Yeah.
some tips for them that you recommend? Of course, I know YouTube is a big one. Right.
I mean, I don't want to sound like corny or nothing, but I just say like follow your heart.
Mm,
Wherever like you'll know like deep inside of this something is right for you.
mm,
Like I know your parents and everyone wants you to do something
mm,
because they grew up a different way, but nowadays everything is different. So I feel like you gotta just follow like, cause if you're growing up in like a certain era, you know what things are going like. You kind of know how things are.
mm.
Like your parents grew up in a whole different era. You get me?
Yeah.
Like they think like they still have like that old mindset.
Mm.
And like kids from this era have like this brand new mindset on how to make money. There's like so many more ways to make money.
Yeah, very true. I mean, clothing brands, things, everything, e-commerce and kind of online, even like the whole music scene.
Yeah.
It's a very profitable industry to be in.
Hmm.
And I think I know I've seen you do a lot of things, which has been working for a lot of people that I work with. It's just we're in a world that because of technology, there's information everywhere. It's not anymore as important what you know as who you know.
Yeah.
That can give you those open doors, that foundation for growth, that can, I guess, elevate you to a different game.
Mm.
I know that's what happened to me. It was who I met in these industries that opened doors for me and taught me everything. And
Yeah.
I mean, has that been similar experience for you or?
I mean, I'm still working on trying to get more connections
Mm-hmm.
because for me, it's hard to. I don't really get along with everybody. It take-
Tell us more.
like I don't know. Like I just like I know like if a person is like trying to like fuck with me, and if a person is actually like genuine, I could just tell. Like so, I look for those characteristics in the person, like if they're actually being genuine. Like I like working with people that are like genuine.
How can you gauge that for somebody that's new that they don't have a clue? What would you suggest?
You just gotta see like what the other person is about. You get me? You just gotta see if they're cool. You guys got a good vibe. Yeah. But I'm still working on still like getting more connections and all that. Cause for me, like, even though like, I don't know, I still need to work on it. Yeah.
Step by step.
Yeah.
That's why we're here. No, and I was saying that because also I know you got into music because of your friend. And just I know a lot of people that don't know or haven't heard some of his music. Check out his profile. He has a link with all different songs and things like that. I was looking at some of your music catalog, bro. You've been getting some massive views, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this is somebody that didn't do music, a couple of years ago?
I never done music.
Yeah, how did that come about, man? Because I seen people in the music industry. We here at FFC, I mean, we're business consultants and all, and I'd say, man, 40-50% of the thousands of clients we have are artists.
Oh, damn.
In every industry, and English, Spanish, so on and so forth. And for them their dream is to get the kind of views you got on your first couple of videos, you know?
Yeah.
How did you manage that? How did that come about? Because people seem to really mess with you. And I was reading some of the comments just because I like learning about the people that are coming here and all that. And a lot of the similar comments referencing Young Jeezy. And I can see the hair. I can see the hair. You
everybody
know?
be saying that, yeah.
Tell me more about that, man. How did that come about? You got some pretty good music videos and the views and all that. How does somebody do that?
So I kind of like since I've been doing social media for a long time, I kind of had already grew my like fan base, like my audience, my supporters. So when I released music, they were like, "Oh, that's cool. He like brought something new to the table." So they're gonna go check it out. Like me as an influencer and like artist, whatever. Like I'm always trying to bring something new to the table. You know, like a lot of the influencers, the reason they don't like they fall off or something is because like they just keep doing like the same thing. They never bring anything new to the table. So like me, I'm always trying to bring something new, like music, brand, clothes, whatever. You know, something new that people haven't seen before.
Okay, awesome. That makes sense. And how did you? I mean, when you were starting, how did you grow that fan base, or what do you think were some of the tips that you can give to people that are seeing this to help you get your social media going, or in your case, how you started? You know,
I mean, you just gotta find like what's popping. You gotta figure out what's popping, how to make it into your own thing. I feel like that's what I did.
What were some of those hits that you had initially that were like, oh shoot, I'm doing something right?
Yeah, I mean, like what are you talking about for hits?
For like videos and stuff like that helped you start trending.
Oh, the outfit videos I'm still doing the outfit videos, but I'm gonna start doing outfit videos with my own brand because back then I was doing outfit videos with other people's clothes, and like I was like, I'm not getting paid enough for this, you know. I gotta start making my own brand, you know. So I started I started working on my own brand. That took like to get Dirty Boys Club going. It took like almost a year. I already had the idea for Dirty Boys Club, but I never had the resources or the materials to do it until like a couple months later. You know what I mean? So I just started doing that.
Okay. So a lot of the fit. Actually, you know what I've seen that a lot of people have been starting to trend doing the whole. Hopefully, this wasn't you where they start the shot with no clothes and then they grab the.
I never do that.
Man, if you're gonna get a lot of comments, people trying to be like, "Yeah, can you do those kind of videos?"
Yeah, I'm not trying to get demonetized, you know. So I'm not trying to I'm not gonna pop in the camera with just my underwear on.
Yeah, and then just what is it?
Yeah. That's why I'm always like wearing shorts. I'm already wearing jeans.
Yeah.
I seen those videos too. I'm like, bro, why you?
And they pop in though. But I mean, most of them are the ladies, right? They're doing that kind of stuff. Here and there, I see some guys with like joggers and stuff, and then put on a suit or something. But I was like, are those kind of the videos you were talking about, or?
Yeah, no, I've never done a video where I'm just in my underwear like that.
Oh man,
I'm always wearing shorts or something.
Yeah, no, that's good. That's good. And from those videos, what did you transition to? I mean, I was saying you were doing like interviews with people and stuff like that at the malls and all that, or?
Oh yeah, that was just a day I was like, hey, I just told my homie, I was like, hey, let's go do like interviews at the mall, like just do something fun today. But still like make content, like be pro- progressive,
Mm-hmm.
I guess. With the day, you know, like let's go. So we didn't have nothing going on.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, let's just go film a video at the mall. Like people show up, people show up.
Mm-hmm.
So that was what that video was about.
Nice. And then, I mean, have you done other types of content from then to now, or
Nah,
what have you been working on? What's next coming for you?
the album, and then more clothing drops.
Tell us about the album, because we got a lot of questions about music and albums.
So the album, I'm still working on it, but it's gonna be like my best album that I ever made. It's like my favorite songs right now too. It's way better than my old songs, cause like when I made my first album, I really know what I was doing. Like so, I was like, I gotta improve. Like, cause I'm always trying to like improve and be like the best, you know.
Why?
I feel like that's a good mindset to have. Is always like you gotta be the best. You want to be the best. You just gotta be confident. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna try to incorporate that in my music. I'm gonna try to make my next album 10 times better than my last one. Then the next one 10 times better than the last one. I've always had that mindset where I was like, I'm trying to be the best. I feel like everyone should have that mindset.
That's awesome.
And whatever you want to do,
Yeah.
whatever you want to do, doesn't have to be social media. It doesn't have to be music. You always just want to have the mindset that you're the best. Because if you're already thinking you're the best, you already have that confidence. You get me?
Yeah, no, totally.
Like mindset, if you have mindset, if you got good mindset, you're going to have confidence. Automatically. It just comes with it.
Yeah, I totally get that. I'm a big believer of that too. And I know one of the things that one of my mentors always taught me is you always speak what you want, even if you don't have it.
Yeah. It's all about like, I believe in like manifestation too.
Yeah.
You just got to like speak things into existence, bring things into existence. Because if you don't do it, someone else is going to do it. If you don't put the idea out there first, someone else is going to think of it. And then they're going to put it out first. And then they're going to be like, all right, I did it first. Because you didn't want to put it out.
Yeah. No, that's totally right. That's totally right. That's awesome. I mean, how old are you right now?
I just turned 20.
Just turned 20, man.
Yeah.
That's why we got Canes here.
Yeah.
You know, we don't got no other cafecito.
Hey, Canes need to sponsor me, bro.
Please, Canes, sponsor all of us here. I'm very happy with the Canes sponsorship.
Yeah, I love Canes.
Yeah, we have one, dude. It's like 2 minutes from here.
Yeah,
So
I've been to it.
Oh yeah, so you already know.
Yeah.
That's one of our go-to spots here. What kind of favorite foods do you have, or
Canes?
over there in Palms? There's a lot of options, huh?
Canes, In-N-Out. I'm trying to stop eating McDonald's. I'm trying to stop eating junk food in general, but I always be like wanting to eat In-N-Out sometimes, or McDonald's or Canes. I'm trying to be healthy though. I'm always trying to be healthy, but sometimes like I just want some Canes.
Yeah, I know today we got Canes on the house today, so
Yeah,
excited for that. But I know, so you have your album, you have music. When are you dropping that, man? When's that coming? I know I know you haven't talked much about it. I've been looking at your social media. There's not much about it yet.
yeah.
When's that coming?
I've been dropping I've only released like one snippet of it, and it was like this one song. I don't want to say the name yet, but I'm trying to like make everything perfect. I want to make this album like perfect, so people like really take me seriously with this music stuff. Like, oh damn, like yeah, he's doing clothes, and like they take me seriously with that already. But I also want people to take me serious with music too, cause I'm trying to do a little bit of everything. I feel like everyone should try to put what's that one saying? You want to put like your
Don't put all your eggs in one basket type of thing, or what do you mean?
Yeah, something like that. You're trying to like do a little bit of everything. I feel like everyone should do a little bit of everything. Try something new. You feel me? Like you don't want to always be doing the same thing. You're gonna get bored quick. Like with me, I get bored quick. I have like a low attention span, so I'm trying to do a bunch of things so I could stay busy. And I'm also trying to think of new ideas too all the time. I'm very like a creative person. Ever since I was a kid, I've always been a creative person. And before I die, I always told myself before I die, I'm trying to leave something on the earth for people to remember me. You get me? So trying to make as much stuff as you can while you're here. That's what I always tell myself.
That's awesome. That's awesome, man. I mean, for 20-year-old, you don't think like a 20-year-old.
Really?
Yeah, no, that's great. I mean, you're forward thinking, and a lot of people. I mean, hopefully, you guys are learning from that because a lot of people. I grew up in previous generation to you. I'm 28, so it's only 8 years difference. But for us, it was just like one fixed path, and you'll be set. And then as technology came into the picture, we realized, damn, the world is so much bigger than we thought. There's so many things you can do, and then I see, that was a good and bad thing. Because I feel like a lot of people that grew up in my generation,
like they weren't used to that stuff.
They weren't used to that. It confused them,
and they were just like, "Nah, I'm never gonna do that."
Yeah, and they got stuck. A lot of people got stuck because they didn't know how to handle change, and
you got to be able to change with change.
Yeah, and I feel like the problem then it became a problem for a lot of the the younger generation. There's two sides of that. I feel like there's not even a gray area a lot of times now. A lot of my younger clients that come and set up their businesses with us, they come trademark their stuff. They come with a business idea, and we help them execute it and grow it. They're either really rich, very fast because of social media and platforms, or it takes a lot of time, or they never really accomplish much. And it's usually because either they know how to use social media and leverage it correctly, or they don't, because we're in a world that's connected fully. And the people that didn't adjust and change with the times, I mean, they got left behind.
You don't want to get left behind. You want to just keep going, keep pushing. Yeah,
and the problem now too is that with the newer generation, there's so many things out there, so many things people can do.
Yeah.
That sometimes they get. One of my boys said it. He said analysis paralysis, meaning they freeze because there's too many options.
Yeah.
They don't know what to pick.
There's a lot of things you could do now.
Yeah, so it's been interesting to see. I mean, with everything that's been going on these last couple of years, it's been everything to see. But it's been interesting to see. But it's cool to see people your age still going out, still doing all types of things, from music to brands. And I mean, do you encourage other people to take those kind of paths as well? Like in your case,
I encourage everybody to go after what you want. Go after what you want. You don't want someone to tell you what to do. Like everybody should want to know what they want to do. If you don't know what to do, try to do a little bit of everything and see what sticks to you the most. Like, I've always had a passion for like being creative and like doing all these new things. So I encourage everybody else to find your passion and like be creative. Your passion could be in anything too. Videography, like editing, making a business, even making money. All that stuff. I encourage people to do all that.
That's sick. And I know I'm going to take a step back just because I want to hear more about how you got into the music, because I mean, just from the clips that I've seen, dude, some of your videos have over 1 million.
Yeah.
On the music scene, and that's not easy to get.
Nah.
I mean, how the hell does somebody start in the music industry, in your case, like from being a social media, influencer to starting music? Like, what the hell? How did that happen? I know your boy, you said he's an artist himself, or?
Yeah. So he was an artist, and I would just see like there's so many opportunities that come with music. Like you could have tours, you could have tour merch. There's like so much things you could do when you have music. So I want to be able to have my own music just in case. Like you get me? Like I'm always trying to be prepared for everything. So like I was like, might as well have my own music too. Because like, there's so many opportunities that come with music. So I was trying to get some of those same opportunities as well. Yeah.
Which was the first song you dropped?
It was this one song called Thugger Baby.
How did that one do?
I remember. It was my first ever song that I made. It was cool. People liked it, so I was happy. But it's nothing compared to my new album. Because back then I was just like saying stuff on the mic. I just hopped in the studio and I just like made some random ass shit. And now like I got like some knowledge, like some more knowledge about like music and like the rap game. So on my next album is gonna be way better than on my old stuff.
What are some things that you've learned over the last few years about like the music and how to be better?
I mean, just listen to a bunch of new artists, try to get some ideas from them, and try to make them into your own to your own new idea. You get me? So like, I was trying to get some more knowledge on the rap game, so I started listening to all the old stuff first, and then the stuff that came after that, and then the new stuff right now, and then try to mix it all together, make something cool out of it.
No, that's good. And I feel like a lot of rappers and artists in general, they have a lot of the old school influence in their music, right? Even some of the new songs, you can hear like some of the old school melodies or like beats.
You can tell like if stuff is sampled too. Yeah.
Well, that's sick. And I think it's important for a lot of the people hearing this, because I know a lot of people that follow you probably they have talents as well. They don't know how to execute them. I mean, when you hit your first million on one of the videos, how was that experience?
I was just happy. I was like, what? Like,
which song was this one? The first one that hit the mill?
Plan B. What's that?
That's an interesting song.
Yeah. I kind of knew it was going to blow up too, because I came up with the idea and I actually shot like the cover for it before like I even made the song. So I already had the idea and I was like, oh yeah, that's going to blow up. So I shot the cover before I even made the song.
Yeah, I've never seen another song with that kind of cover and that kind of
so
theme.
I was talking to my homie. I was like, bro, what if I made a song about Plan B? And then we went into a CVS and we just like grabbed like some Plan Bs and we just made the cover right there. We just took the picture and I was like, yeah, this is going to be a hit. Like before I even made the song, because I already knew. That's why I tell people, like, once you have an idea, go execute the idea. Like anybody else could have like, oh, I'm gonna make a Plan B song. You get me? But I was like, I got the idea. I executed it right away. So that's why I encourage people to do. Once you get an idea, you got to go do it right away where someone else takes. Because ideas, like I feel like ideas shift through people like all the time. Like someone will have an idea and they don't execute it, it's going to go on to the next person. And then if they don't execute, it's going to go to the next person. So I feel like once you get an idea and you know it's smart, you got to do it. You got to execute it. So that's why I had the idea. I made the cover before I even made the song. I made the song like in a day. And then I released it like a week later because I was like, oh, yeah, this is going to be a hit. So that's how that happened.
Hit a mill, huh?
Yeah. I already knew it was going to happen.
That's sick. How was the reaction from your close friends or family?
Like, they didn't expect me to hit 1 million that fast. Because I just started music. So they didn't, not to be messed up or nothing, but they didn't probably see that vision that I had. Like me, I'm always having like a vision for stuff of where I want to go, what I want to do. So I already know like if something will do good. Because I already have that vision. But like a lot of people won't be able to see your vision, you get me? Like only you will understand your own vision. You could try to bet like the best you can to explain it, but only you know it the best. So that's when like they were happy for me though. They were like, damn, like you really already like 1 million. So I was like, yep.
Yeah, no, that's not easy. That's not easy at all. And
usually, it takes artists like a while to get to that level, and I just did it in like a couple months. Yeah, but I realized I wanted to make my next album really like way better. So I was like, I'm gonna take a break from social media. 'Cause I took like a break from social media and releasing music. Also to focus on the brand because I was trying to build the brand. So I took a step back and I was trying to improve my rap skills. You know, I was trying to improve my rap skills and I was trying to build the brand. So that's why I kind of took a break from social media too. I took like a long break. But I'm gonna come back though.
Did you think that helped? Taking a break, like how has that helped you as an artist, as a creative
sometimes
person?
you just need to you need to take a step back and you need to just have time to be creative. You got to just think of like ideas, and sometimes you don't get ideas like right away. Sometimes it takes a couple days. Sometimes it could take a week to really get a really good idea. So I was just like,
Where did the idea for Plan B come from?
I don't even know. It's just like
That's an interesting one. Hopefully it
the
didn't.
idea for Plan B.
I'm not gonna make any assumptions, but
Nah, I just knew like, cause I searched it up. I was like, has anyone made a Plan B song? Like I searched it up, and no one's ever made a Plan B song. So I was like, might as well make the first one. So I already knew that was gonna be a hit as well, cause no one's ever made a Plan B song. And like the beat was clean too. Like my producer, shout out to my producer. His name is his producer tag is Soon. Shout out to my producer.
Shout out, we'll tag him below.
Yup. He made the beat, and I already knew my idea, my vision, mixed with that beat. That's an instant hit.
It was a rap after that.
Yup.
And then what were some of your other next few videos? Because I saw there was a few on YouTube.
Yeah, I made the one video for Boons. That was my first music video, and then I made the Plan B video, and then I got some more music videos coming for my new album. Yep. We actually about to I'm gonna go to Hawaii soon to film one of the videos. So
if you need an assistant here at FFC, we'll happily become personal assistants.
One of the songs is a little tropical. It's like something a little tropical. So we're gonna go out there and like film a music video.
Nice.
Yep.
Well, just let us know the dates. And if you're out in Hawaii, make sure you check him out while he's out there. It's gonna be lit.
For sure.
No, that's sick, man. That's sick. And I mean, big plans more than anything else. I know we have this. Tell the people a little about what's coming with this.
Dirty Boys Club LLC finally got it.
Finally, congratulations again. Yeah. Tell the people a little bit about more what's going on. I know. How do we meet? How did what's going on with this now? What's coming? When is it coming? What people want to know.
So my cousin, my cousin knew somebody that worked with y'all.
Okay.
So he recommended me to go to y'all. So that's why I hit y'all up. And I was like, hey, I need my LLC. So shout out to you guys for getting all this done hella fast.
I think we talked like a week and a half ago now.
Yep. So you guys got it done quick. Finally got my LLC, my first LLC.
And then your trademarks too.
Yep, new trademarks, all that.
That's sick. And then I know drops coming soon. Or what's coming?
Yeah, we did a drop on Saturday. My first drop. No, my second drop but like my first official drop. Nice. Like my first ever drop was just like, all right, I'm just gonna try it out. But this was like an actual drop. Like I made a bunch of clothes, like a bunch of different stuff.
Nice. I think you're wearing one of them, huh?
Yeah, right now.
Dirty Boys Club with the new logo.
I got the little patch in the middle.
That looks sick.
We got the star logo right here, just like in purple. Cause I'm always trying to incorporate more colors in my brand.
Yeah.
So I put like purple, just so it's not like black.
Nice. Yeah. Nice. And then I know. The drop was this past weekend, right? So
yeah, on Saturday,
right before Coachella. All right, during Coachella.
Yeah.
And how have people been responding to it, man? That's awesome.
Yeah, people fucking with it. Everyone copying.
That's awesome.
Everybody got it. I'm trying to sell it out.
You better get yours soon, because it's
probably
by the time this video's out,
yeah,
you missed this drop, but the next one.
Yeah, you guys probably get the next one. Everything's selling out. We made like a Park 30 hoodie. That's selling out. We made it shirts selling out. Everything's selling out quick. We already sold out like a bunch of sizes and all that.
Yeah, you guys better cop your merch quick.
Yep.
That's sick.
Out fast. I'm happy.
So are you planning for the next drop already, or what's?
Yeah, we already got like 2 new hoodies and 2 new shirts already done. Yeah.
Okay, and then music drop. What's happening with the music?
So the music,
because I'm hoping we can, get an exclusive little preview here somewhere.
Yeah.
Maybe a little clip to be able to shout out at the end of the podcast or something for the people.
The music, I'm still trying to like I said earlier, I'm trying to perfect it as best as I can before I drop it. So I don't know when it's gonna drop, but when it drops, it's gonna hit.
2023.
Yeah, maybe. 2023, maybe. 'Cause I'm trying to make it the best.
Okay. Stay tuned. If you guys want to see a preview, hopefully, blow up the comments. We'll we'll get him to send us a live preview or something. A little studio session or something.
We'll see.
We'll have Adrian drop a beat. No, that's sick, man. No. Well, that's awesome, man. And any message that you want to give to the people that are watching this? I know it's first podcast for you, so again, I appreciate you coming out and being on the podcast here today. I know for us, it's great to. We love having we always have artists on the podcast. We have entrepreneurs in every background. My criteria for this podcast is, either they have to have a good influence online, or they either have 100K on Instagram or like platforms, or they make 100,000 or more. Yeah. So that they can come and share from experience what they've been doing to accomplish whatever that kind of success has been, because they obviously are doing something right.
Yeah.
And so I know I've seen, the kind of influence you have. So, congratulations on all that. Any tips, anything that you want to leave people with before? I know we had a lot of people ask questions, so we're going to go into some of those questions, but any message that you want to give to the people watching this, that are supporting you, that are watching you, or that are just at home and want to learn to get out of their comfort zone and grow?
Yeah, just chase after what you want. Get that money. Try to, whatever you're trying to do, trying to monetize it. And just try to get that money. Like, money, rules everything. So, and, having money helps to do more stuff as well. Yeah, so, because the more money you got, the more stuff you could do. So, I recommend everybody to just chase what they want to do. Their passion, try to find their passion. And don't listen to what anybody else wants you to do. You get me? So if someone wants you to do something, but you know that you don't want to do it, then just go. Don't listen to them. Just do what you want to do. So, yeah.
That's awesome. I appreciate you sharing that. I know a lot of people need to hear some of this, because
some people, they get stuck. They listen to their mom, their dad, which they don't really, no disrespect to the moms and dads out there, but it's a new world. Everything is moving. Everything is changing.
Yep.
The world's changing pretty fast, so you gotta stay on that the train. You get me?
Yeah. How was speaking about mom and dads? How was your parents' reaction on all this that you're doing when you?
I mean, my dad, he was just like, my dad's always wanted me to go to college. So he was just kind of weirded out by it. But he kind of got used to it now. But my mom, she's always supporting me ever since. I already told her, I was like, Mom, I'm not going to go to college. I'm going to chase what I want to do. Because I don't want to regret not, I'm glad I did that, because I didn't want to regret it later. Damn, I should have just listened to my heart type. You get me? So I told my mom very early on that I wasn't going to go. I was going to do what I want to do. Chase after what I want. So she said, that's fine, that's cool, but I just had to graduate high school with good grades. So I graduated high school with good grades. I think I had a 4.6.
Damn. Okay.
4.6 GPA. So she said, if you graduate high school with good grades, I'll let you do whatever you want to do. So I was like, all right.
Sheesh, 4.0? Nah, I got it.
So I was like, I got this shit. So I was like, all right, bet.
So you're smart too.
Yeah.
That's sick.
Yep.
No, that's awesome.
It helps to be smart.
Yeah, no. And I you know what? I agree with your message about living a life of no regrets.
Yeah.
I mean, if you look at all the motivational videos and stuff like that you see online, people have done research studies over and over again with people that are about to die and older people.
I've seen those videos and they're like, damn, I wish I would have just done it. You only get one life. Yep. So might as well. Me, it's either I chase my dreams or die trying. You get me?
Hey, 50 Cent vibes right there.
Yeah. Type shit.
Yeah, no, and it's true. I mean, that's what I would encourage everybody as well.
Because I wouldn't want to live a life that I never really wanted to do. You get me? I want to live a life that I made for myself. You feel me? So yeah.
I totally agree, man. Totally agree, and that's why we're all here.
Yeah.
That's why we're here. But
and it's one step at a time. I don't know if you've seen that one picture. The first step is always the biggest step.
Yeah.
And every step after that is easy. It's easier and easier and easier and easier.
Yeah, I think that's very true.
Yep.
That's very true. That's awesome, man. And I hope you guys, are taking notes of this, because all the stuff he's sharing, I mean, it's valuable information. I know we reference a lot of stuff that we all see online, but a lot of us don't apply it.
Yeah, you gotta apply everything you see. Try to apply a little bit of it.
And no, we're proud of you, man. I'm glad to see that. I mean, you're so young and you're already making entrepreneurial moves, and you're actually trying to formalize things. That's why, when I saw that you were setting up your company, I was like, all right, let's make this guy a priority. Let's make sure everything gets set up properly. Make sure everything is fast and easy. And came here, we'll set you up.
I'm trying to leave a good foundation, so that later on I don't have to worry about all this stuff and like get into legal problems.
Yeah, no, and like I tell all of our clients that come here, for those of you who already know us, but for those who don't know us, is I always tell people the same thing. I said, look, you are an artist. You're great at that, as you can tell by the results you're having. Your clothing brand is going to start popping. You're already seeing the results of that. Focus on being creative. Focus on making your money and what you do best.
Yeah.
Let us deal with all the BS on the backside, because that's what I specialize in. That's what we decided to focus on, for the reason that my dad got screwed over, by his CPA or whatever. And so I decided to go down this route so that it didn't happen again to somebody else. But at the same time, you guys can sleep good at night.
Yeah.
Knowing that you have a team backing you up.
It's always good to have a team behind you, helping you out.
Yeah, that's the most important part. We all think that we can do things on our own, but it's not the case.
'Cause I've been doing everything solo. So it's hard to do everything solo. So I'm trying to build a team.
Yeah, no, and we're happy to be that. We're happy to help you guys out. Anybody that needs any kind of business support or whatever the case may be, if you come from this podcast, please let us know that you're a fan of Hugo, or that you saw us from this episode, or you hear his music, or whatever the case may be, and we got you guys. Do a little something extra special for these people.
Yeah.
But I know we had a lot of questions. We're gonna take a little 1 or 2 minute break just to make sure everything is good.
All right,
and we will go into some of the questions. All right, guys, so we're back. I know the moment you guys have been waiting for. A lot of you guys, just FYI for future podcasts, few things to do. Number one, make sure you guys like and subscribe here. And, of course, we're going to be putting his YouTube channel down below. And on the bio, we're going to put all his information as well for Spotify, Instagram, things like that. So please go support Mr. Hugo here, and Dirty Boys Club coming up. So, we're really excited to have him here. For those of you who have seen our podcast before, or our YouTube before, we are here at FFC Studios. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. And at the end of every single podcast, we have an opportunity for people to have and kind of make it interactive. On our Instagram, we post a story every week of whatever guests we're going to be having, so that people can ask questions. You guys can go in there. It's interactive. At the best questions get a chance to come out in the podcast. Shout you guys out as well for those questions. So I know you like interviewing other people, and maybe some random people interviewing you. So it's going to be kind of like that today, where we have some pretty interesting questions and some pretty cool, a lot of the viewers watching this today, I know it was kind of short notice, but they got a chance to interact today. So ready for some of the questions?
Yeah, I bet.
So I know one of the big questions that a lot of people had asked, and I guess I'll share. If they're repetitive, I'm not going to share them. So sorry, guys, but just for FYI. Seba the Ruler, if he's watching this, shout out to you. But he asked about the next album. I know we talked about it a little bit. You said you're not sure, but everybody keeps asking, when's the next album? When's the next album? Or at least the next. Are you dropping a song first? You're gonna drop the whole album all at once?
I think I might drop one song from the album, just to give it a little hype.
Any idea which one yet?
I kind of have an idea.
Give us something. What can you give us? What can you give us for everybody watching this?
Just know it has something to do with my brand.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, DBC. Something about DBC.
Give it a little hype, and then drop the whole album.
Hey, if you guys comment, how many comments do we need for you to drop that song?
Oh no.
Because I know the fan base can get it there.
Try to get 1,000 comments.
1,000 comments. Ooh, I like that. 1,000 comments, and he'll drop at least one of the songs.
Yeah, one song or a snippet.
We'll take that. Take that. So you guys already know what to do. Make sure you guys share. Make sure we blow this comment up, and we'll get you guys a snippet. Yep. That's awesome. No, I appreciate that. I know. Well, there's been a lot of support for your brand since you just launched it. Yeah. I'm gonna just mention some people, but Adrian Murda, Said Serves,
Yeah, shout out to them.
A lot of actually, man, a lot of people, but they cop shirts. You know, some people were gonna ask when you're releasing the next drop.
Probably next month.
Next month, yeah, next month. So we are in
We're trying to
April.
do a drop every month.
Awesome, like beginning, middle, end,
Yeah, like the end of the month.
end of the month. Awesome. So keep an eye out. You know, I know a lot of these people bought shirts from you. They're waiting for the next drop. So
Yeah.
gotta get them clothed, man.
Yeah. Trying to have everybody wearing DBC.
That's right. That's right. And then people are asking about your music if you're still working on songs right now or kind of what you have going on. I know Reyes Daniel asked if you're working on music right now, if you're working on songs.
Yeah. Try to go to the studio as much as I can.
Nice. Okay, cool. Deville _ FR. Don't know. If you know any of these people, let me know. But
Yeah.
they were asking, how did you come up with the name DBC?
Dirty Boys Club.
Yep. And then, okay, we'll start with that one.
All right. So I was just like late night thinking like, damn, what kind of clothing brand like name should I make? And then I just remembered I wanted something simple, like something really simple. So I was just like, Dirty Boys Club. I just came up with Dirty Boys Club. I was like that, and then I told my homie, I was like, what do you think about Dirty Boys Club? Like, do you think that would hit? Do you think the name sounds good? And then he was like, yeah, bro, that shit sounds clean. So I was like, all right. And then I just like abbreviated DBC. It just like made sense, like DBC, Dirty Boys Club. Like I can already see like the vision for it. So I was like, oh yeah, that's gonna be the name. And I was just up like 3-4 a.m. thinking, like I just had I was about to go to sleep. I was literally about to go to sleep, and then like something told me like, bro, like think of like I'm always trying to like, cause like at night is when I usually think of all my ideas. Like during the day, I got like I don't know if I got ADHD or something.
Yeah.
But during the day, bro, like I just be doing all type of random ass shit. But during the night, when everything is just like quiet, that's when all my ideas start flowing in randomly. Like I could be super tired, about to go to sleep, boom, I get an idea, and I just like stay up for another 2 hours or something. That's the same thing with my music. I'm about to go to sleep, like a random bar like comes into my mind. I'm like, oh, I gotta write that shit down, and then I gotta write a couple more to that. So.
That usually, man, that usually happens, huh? At night is when.
At night is like when you get all your like best ideas. I feel like.
Or in the shower. I don't know if this happened to you.
In the shower is like.
When you have nothing, I take my phone in the shower now.
Yeah,
because
when I was writing,
we gotta do stuff in the shower.
When I was writing the Plan B song, I don't know if it was the hook or the chorus. I was like Plan B, one step when I'm buzzing. And then in the shower, I was like, oh shit, that shit sounds clean. Plan B, one step when I'm buzzing. And then I just heard, like, I was listening to music, and I just heard a rapper say Munchkin. So I was like, she be smoking cookie, baby, out of Munchkin. And then I just wrote the song based off of that. And it was literally in the shower. Like, I don't know why, but in the shower, you get your best ideas in the night.
That whole bathroom is that whole bathroom.
I don't know how that shit happened, but
the whole bathroom is a sanctuary of ideas.
Yeah,
And
like
I'm sure a lot of people watching this, they be getting all their ideas and all these places.
So I try to take a lot more showers now. Nah, just
3 times a day, just start showering, huh?
Yeah.
Where do you guys, for those watching, man, where do you guys get your ideas? I mean, we would definitely want to hear, want to try some new stuff out.
Yeah.
I sometimes go out. Well, I live in LA, right? So we go, I don't know if you've heard of San Pedro, the Korean Friendship Bell.
Nah.
So it's all the way it's like in the outskirts of like LA. Let's say we're right in the middle, but it goes like around the ocean where the cliffs go. There's a really cool spot up there, man. It's like elevated cliffs. For those, I'm sure if you live in LA, you've been Korean Friendship Bell. Check it out.
Oh, yeah.
But nice park over the cliffs.
That's where you get your
ocean.
ideas?
Take my laptop and just work there and then think of like.
I got to try that. Usually, I don't really be going out that much. So sometimes it's just be in my room or in the shower. That's what works for me, so.
Little 3 or 4 showers a day, huh?
Yeah.
That's why you're so clean today, man.
Boys fresh. You always gotta stay clean.
That's gonna be a hook on one of the on the DBC song.
Yeah.
Let's see. We have let's see. Okay, there's a lot of interesting questions here. Well, some of these are repetitive, but the name. Where did you get your LUH Victor asked.
Shout out Victor.
You know the homie Victor? All right. He said, hey, where did you buy your Jesus Peace chain from?
Someone
Hey,
sent
with the
me.
Jesus
Someone,
piece. Oh, iced out too, huh?
someone sent it to me
Oh,
as a
really?
gift, and
Sheesh.
ever since then I've just been wearing it. Someone
Oh,
sent it to
shoot.
me though. Yeah.
Okay, okay. You know who sent it to you?
It was like this one. It was like 2 years ago, I think. I don't remember. Fuck, I should remember, but it was like this one jewelry company. They sent it to me as a gift. Shout out to
What's
them.
sick? Just because?
Yeah, just like so I could promote them.
Mm.
Yeah.
Was this after one of your drops of the songs or something? Or
Now this is like way before. I had this piece for a while already.
that's sick. That's
They
sick.
sent me it as a gift, and I was like, yeah, bet I'm gonna just start wearing it.
Hey, if you guys ever want to send any gifts our way, we're more than happy to take them. You know, our Instagrams will be down below. We can definitely, send addresses where you can send them. So, do you
Yeah.
take any like sponsorships or gifts right now from anybody? I know that was one of the questions that people were.
Sponsorships. I don't have any sponsors at the moment.
But you're open to it.
Yeah, I'm open to it. Sponsors come through.
Tap in, and we'll put his
Tap in.
information down below as well.
Tap in the DM. All that.
It's a slide. What is slide into the DM?
Yeah, slide into the DM.
I know. Of course, it's a lot of new music. A lot of people about relationship stuff too. They're asking about just whether it's like, what are your thoughts on having relationships public, not public, on social media, stuff like that? Like, what have you seen? What like from your experiences? What you've seen?
From my experience, I feel like relationships on social media is like, I don't know, people just gonna be in your business a lot. Like if you choose to go that route, that's cool, but just know that you're gonna have everybody in your business. They're gonna want to know everything about your relationship. They're gonna want to know if you guys are good or not, and they gonna want you to break up with the other person. There's gonna be people that fuck with you being in a relationship with that person, and then there's gonna be people trying to make you guys break up because, like, if you're an influencer, a lot of like, whether you're a girl or a guy, and you're gonna have a lot of people like liking you, and they're not gonna want you to be in a relationship. You get me? So some people will try to break you guys up for like dumb reasons. So be ready for all that if you're gonna do a public relationship. But I suggest going the private route. Just keep your I try to do that. Try to keep my personal life private. Cause when you get bigger as an artist or whatever you're gonna do, like, you don't wanna give everybody everything. You know, you wanna keep some privacy to yourself. So it's a little piece of advice: try to keep as much privacy as you can to yourself.
Gives you some exclusivity too.
Yeah,
that makes sense. That's awesome. Yeah, I know there was a lot of those kind of questions, and a lot of ladies, man, asking all types of questions. But we'll leave some of these for later.
Yeah,
But we had this a memo. He was asking about who inspired you to do music.
My homie Danny.
Danny.
Yeah.
He's still popping in the music scene. He's on it right now. Huh?
Yep.
That's sick.
He performed at Coachella.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh, he's really on it then.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he was the one that I just seen him doing music, and I was just like, I just saw it, like how fun it looked and how many opportunities came with it. So I was like, oh yeah, I want to do the same thing, just in my own style though.
Yeah, of course.
'Cause I don't really do corridos or nothing like that. Yeah.
Danny does that.
I think he does like love sad songs. Yeah.
What are any songs that I may know right now?
Jugaste y Sufrí.
Okay.
The one with Es La Bona Armada.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's like his biggest hit.
Yeah. That was La Bona is top of the charts right now.
Yeah. So that's his biggest hit. But yeah.
That's crazy. Oh, that's awesome, man. And I mean, you're headed that way with the way you're going too. So, congrats, man.
Thank you, bro.
I know people were asking who's any artist you'd love to collab with. This is from Alvarado001. Any artist that you'd love to collab with in the future?
Any artist, to be honest.
Any dream artists?
Dream artist.
Dream collabs?
Who would fit on a song with me? Playboy Cardi.
Okay.
I'll be sick. Playboy Cardi.
Little Playboy Cardi. Hey, Playboy, you better be watching this. Hit up my boy. I'll be sick. Yeah, like you know what, Playboy gets down.
Uh,
He does get down. That's definitely somebody we want to have on the pod too someday when he
yeah.
comes out to LA.
I'm gonna collab with Ice Spice, all that. Have you heard of Ice Spice?
I haven't.
Nah, she popping right now.
Mhm.
I'm gonna collab with her. I imagine.
Link us all up, man. Link us up. You know what? I'm learning a little bit more about it, about the industry too, because well, tax season is right now. So think of me in like a box for
Yeah.
3.5 months.
Yeah.
No TV, no nothing. Just whatever's playing
Just
is
doing
playing,
taxes all
and that's
day.
it. Business taxes and just helping people out with their business. But after this month, we'll be out in the scene a little bit more.
Yep.
But no, that's sick. Do you okay? This one, no, not that one. Dude, we got some interesting questions. I know a lot of you guys want to know all types of real personal
Yeah.
things, and maybe we'll do a part two when he has his album come in and all that, and you guys can ask. We'll do a live
Yeah.
where we'll go through all these little detailed questions. But somebody Everardo 15Z was asking. Any crazy childhood stories growing up or crazy things you did in high school that you remember? Anything
Crazy.
wild, man? Have you been a calm person all your life, or do you have wild friends, wild activities you guys did?
I'm like a very chill, mellow person.
Mm,
I don't really be wilding out like that.
mm,
Sometimes I will, like with my friends, the homies. Sometimes, but mainly I'm always trying to be creative.
mm,
I'm telling you, my mindset is always creative. Like
mm,
I rather stay home and think of something creative than to go out every Saturday, Sunday night
mm.
partying.
Yeah, and I think that's what separates a lot of
Like if
people
you
that are
if
progressive.
people want to do that, they want to do that. It's cool, no problem.
Mm,
With me, I just like being home and just working on being creative,
mm,
thinking of the biggest idea, next big next big thing.
mm.
Yeah.
Awesome. I know Joe Michelle point something with some extras. Sorry,
Yeah.
man.
Shout out Michelle. Shout out Michelle.
Joe Michelle, I guess. But they were asking, who is your biggest inspiration?
My biggest inspiration.
Who or what?
Oh, like I said earlier, the 2000s era.
Mm,
That's like my biggest inspiration. Like just like the style back then, how everything was just more colorful,
mm,
and I try to bring that back as much as I can,
mm,
because in this new era, everything's going like super dark and stuff.
mm,
And I'm trying to be like the opposite of that. Like a lot of clothing brands are not like to be messed up or nothing, but a lot of clothing brands they're like kind of doing the same thing where it's just like all dark aesthetic,
mm,
and I'm trying to do a more colorful aesthetic. So that's like where I get most of my inspiration. That's where I basically get all my inspiration from, is the 2000s era,
mm,
what the era that I like grew up in. My
mm,
childhood. My childhood is my inspiration right there.
mm.
Yep.
What are some fun times you remember growing up?
Just like going to the movies with my dad, uh, going to stores with my mom, Cardenas, all that. Like little stuff like that. Just like I don't really go to the Cardenas that much no more, but little stuff like
It's
that.
kind of then as like a what
It's
is it?
like a Mexican grocery store out there where I
Mm.
live. Yeah, you never heard of
Okay.
Cardenas?
Have you, Adrian? Have you heard? You've heard of Canada?
Yeah, it's like a Mexican
Yeah.
grocery store.
I'm super Mexican too, but
Yeah.
I guess around here I don't know.
Oh damn, I thought they had that out here.
I guess there is. They got all the man over here. It's like Gonzalez and like Superior and
Oh
stuff like
yeah,
that.
Superior.
Yeah, I guess it's similar vibes.
Yeah, Superior for sure.
Where everything is, get samples of little things. They got the fresh waters
Oh
and
yeah,
tamales on deck and everything.
you getting tamales,
Oh man,
the
they
champurrado.
got the carnitas and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh man, let's not talk about that because I haven't ate yet. But
I forgot you on a diet and all
well,
that.
we try and
You
eat cleaner,
fasting?
try and fasting and stuff. No, that's not. I'm gonna start eating fast. That's what I'm gonna do. Let's see another question. How was George Romy said? How was Coachella?
Coachella was good. I had fun.
Tell us about that experience. And
I saw a bunch of artists. I saw Frank Ocean. I saw Kali Uchis. I saw Lil Nas X. Yeah, a bunch of different artists. It was cool.
Who was your favorite performer that day?
Kali Uchis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know he gets down.
It's a girl, bro.
No, wait. Who is it? Caliuchis?
Yeah, it's a girl.
It's not the guy that performed with Lil Nas X. What's that song?
No, Kali Uchis is the one that with Tyler the Creator. That one song.
Oh, should know that.
Nah.
Should a girl? What song?
Yeah.
What song? We gotta check it out.
It was like, can I get a kiss? Or can you make it last forever? That song.
Man, I've been in a bubble for the last 3 months. Telling you.
You're chilling, bro. You're chilling.
Forward it to me.
Yeah, I got you.
Okay. And then, well, people were asking about your brand. Just like, hey, I got a lot of questions asking like, hey, how to start a business? How did you get your brand going? Things like that. What would you recommend to people that are just starting up?
Their brand?
Mm-hmm.
Try to make
tips to start a business.
Start a business right. Try to find people that will make your business like professional and like legit. You got the idea, now go find people that will make your idea legit and professionally done. My first advice, because you don't want to start a business and it blows up and then you run into that legal stuff. And you're like, what do I do? And you might lose money from that, you feel me? When you could have been prepared from the beginning.
What are some things that you see that can happen that you I guess prevented from being able to happen? Like, what are some of those things?
First, like, you don't want to like come up with something and then you get sued. So you want to be prepared for that. You want to find people that will got your back, like FFC Studios.
Oh, we definitely got your back.
Yeah, shout out FFC.
No, appreciate that. And I know he's referring to a lot of you guys don't know, but you want to protect your brand, maybe like a trademark.
Yeah, you want to protect your brand. You want to get the trademark. And so, because once you got your idea, you want people to steal your idea.
Yeah, no. For a lot of people that have never started a brand or a business, when you trademark, you're basically protecting the name. You're protecting a logo. You're basically buying that, what they call intellectual property.
You're just investing into your own brand.
Yeah, nobody can duplicate it. Nobody can take it from you guys. And moving forward, like for GBC, it's all owned by Mr. Hugo here. And so if somebody tries to duplicate it or anything like that, well, they got to go through some legal challenges.
It's already done. I already got it.
That's right. So some tips for you guys is definitely, like he's saying, find a trusted team, whether it's us or not, but find a trusted team that can have your back to make sure you set up properly your business.
Yeah.
Register your name, your brand, anything that has value or is going to grow up in value.
Yep.
And make sure you have people that are always backing you up at the end of the year. Because as you make money, it doesn't matter how much money you make. What matters is how much you keep.
Yep.
And that's where bookkeeping, accounting, things like that can come in to make sure you guys keep the maximum amount of money.
Yep.
Pay your taxes. We have to pay taxes, but legally get access to as many write-offs as possible.
Yeah.
So I know a lot of you guys, there's a lot of questions on that because I guess people are, a lot of the people that follow you, they're young too, and they're entrepreneurial. People are in a generation that they want to be their own boss. So definitely.
That's good.
It's great to see you leading by example. And then I know there's a lot of repetitive questions about music, album, music. A lot of ladies were just asking kind of what are your favorite places to go eat, fun things to do that you like.
Fun things to do other than like music and all that.
What's there was a question of what's a hobby that you have that nobody knows about?
I wanna travel more. I'm trying to make that a hobby. Travel more. I'm trying to explore new places because I get tired of seeing the same things every day. So I'm trying to do that.
Okay, a little bit more traveling.
Yep.
How about what's one thing you're doing right now that most people don't know? That's something that you like for fun. Like my boy Adrian over here, he likes to gamble in casinos. He's an addict.
For real?
Nah, I was just kidding.
What do I do that nobody knows? I don't even know. everything I do is just what I already do right now.
You got like a go-to spot, something that you like to go do, some kind of movies that you enjoy?
Oh yeah, I like to watch movies sometimes.
What's your favorite kind?
Like just any type of movie, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't really care. I'll just be whatever movie's cool. Watching TV shows sometimes. But mainly, I just be focused on what my own shit. But yeah, sounds boring, but
Hey,
this is what I like to do. This is what I like to do.
You guys see the man? He's focused.
Yep, I'm in the zone every day.
I had people ask about taking pictures with you, if it's okay for them to come and ask you to take pictures when they see you out and about.
Oh yeah, for sure.
No problem with that.
Just don't come up to me when I look ugly and bummy. Sometimes I be going out bummy. Like, I just want to go out looking bummy. Like, one time I went to the mall, and I was wearing all black because I didn't want people to notice who I am. So I was wearing all black, and I put shades on, too. And, like, as soon as I got in, oh, that's him right there. They were like, oh, that's Hugo right there. I was like, bro, how do you even know that? Like, I had my hoodie over me, like, hoodie over my head. I was wearing all black, just, like, trying to, like, because I was looking rough that day. I just woke up, and I was like, I had to go do something at the mall real quick. And I don't know, people just know, like, I don't know how. But yeah, just not when I'm looking bummy. I want to come out looking ugly in your pictures and all that. People gonna be like, who the hell is that?
Yeah, no, I like that. That's a good answer.
Yeah.
Well, that's awesome, man. I mean, we have a few other questions, but we're gonna save those for the next one. As the last question, I always like to ask all our guests. So if you've seen some of our podcasts, last question is always, why'd you accept to do today's podcast with us here at FFC Studios?
Because I spoke with y'all, and y'all helped me, so I was down to do the podcast. You feel me?
No, I appreciate that.
You guys seem hella cool.
Appreciate that. And any final remarks for people that are watching this? Of course, you know, if they came to this part of the episode, just thank you guys. You know, I know it's not easy for him to make it out here. He's on a little sleep as well. So
yeah, I only got 3 hours of sleep.
So he's probably going to go take a nap after this. But, you know, we appreciate you coming out today. You want any final message you want to leave the people with this year, we're in April 2023. Anything you want to tell the people?
Just be on the lookout for the new album. Be on the lookout for the new drops. And yeah, I'm going to make a comeback. I haven't posted in a minute, but I'm going to make a comeback.
Check them out, guys. Check them out.
Everything coming. Big things coming. All the time. New stuff coming to the table. Always. Whenever you see me, just know I'm going to bring something new to the table. You just got to be ready for it.
Facts. Well, you guys already heard 1,000 comments, and we'll get at least a clip of the new, one of the new album coming out. So let's run it up, guys. And again, thank you if you're following us to this time. We want to thank you guys. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. Check out some of the other podcasts we have done. We have a lot of bangers coming for you guys. We have scheduled the next 4 to 5 months of guests. So we're excited to help you guys. And, of course, thanks again for coming out to the podcast.
Yeah, bro, of course.
Looking forward to having you come out and share all the success you had with your next album drop. Yeah. And as DBC starts growing. So check it out. We'll put the links down below. Make sure you guys copy your merch before it runs out. And, again, thanks for all the support that you guys give us. Make sure you guys like and subscribe so that you guys stay in touch with what's coming, and follow us on all social media platforms. But thanks again for coming, bro. And hopefully it was fun for your first podcast, man.
Yeah, it was fun. It's cool.
Check them out, guys. Take care.